What's up, guys? Nice Saturday morning here, bit of rain on and off. I got the weekend off again, no weddings this weekend. And in today's video, I've just ridden over here to cycle spot on the shore on my Aprilia. But the video is about this Ducati Scrambler 1100 here. I've never ridden a Ducati Scrambler and I'm pretty pumped for it. Awesome looking bike, meaty engine. I believe these are air cooled as well. Yeah, that's like an oil cooler, I think. It's just going to be a casual first ride. I'm just going to take it out. I haven't even sat on it yet. Give you guys my first thoughts on it. Maybe compare it a little bit to the Triumph Scrambler I rode, but I mean, it's a very, very different bike, so I don't expect it's going to feel even remotely similar. I reckon let's just get on it. Maybe we'll do a first start. Oh yeah. Sounds pretty meaty actually. Mean. Alright. Oh, good seat height. Let's get it out into the sun a bit. Sounds cool. Seating position's pretty good. I'm 6'1", about 32-33 inch inseam, and I've got a pretty decent bend in both my legs, so even shorter riders would be totally fine with this, which is good considering it's an 1100. Real interesting sound to it. No quick shifter or anything on this bike. Pretty simple. It sounds similar to my mate Becca's. She's got a Ducati Scrambler 400. It has that same kind of rumble. She's got a pipe on hers, so you know it probably sounds better. But yeah, this one it sounds pretty cool. Pretty basic display there. Nothing really fancy. It's just, you know, LCD. Looks like it's got all the information there. Fuel gauge. I've got revs, modes, traction control, gear, etc. Looks like it's got automatic headlights, which is cool. And it does have modes, so I've got an active mode and it has two others, but they're not customizable or anything. Has a Brembo master cylinder, a basic one, but still Brembo, and a Brembo clutch cylinder as well, so it has a hydraulic clutch on it. Yeah, I don't know, I kind of like it. Get it out on the highway, see how it sounds, see how it is. It's a really interesting seating position. Very, very different to anything that I remember riding recently. I reckon it would sound sick with an exhaust. Has MT60 RS tyres on them. The same tyres I put on my Supermoto when I was doing a little bit of off-roading and kind of hooning around. Alright, let's get this thing at highway speeds. It feels like quite a small bike actually, and my legs are quite high. I guess because it's a Scrambler. I mean, it's more of a sporty Scrambler than like a full off-road type Scrambler. But yeah, I guess they've just gone for the ground clearance on the pegs, and the bars are quite I feel a little bit cramped up, I guess is the word, for someone my size. I'm not uncomfortable, I just, you know, it's actually quite comfortable. The seat's really nice. I'm not like straining anywhere. It just does, it's odd. It's an odd seating position. I feel like the standing position wouldn't be great for my height, just because the bars are quite low and forward. But yeah, I'm gonna get off the motorway, do some like slow speed stuff, and find some twisties. Hopefully we don't get rained on too bad. It's very easy to like flick. It's easy to rev match with like responsive throttle. Very easy bike to ride. And like, even though it's an 1100, the power is not crazy. It's quite torquey, but it's not gonna like scare you. If you're going from, say, like a 400 learner bike to this, it's not I mean, it is a big jump, but it's not gonna be so much that it's gonna scare the shit out of you. And these tyres are quite good on the road actually, these MT60s. They look like more of a not a 50-50 tire, but maybe like a 70-30 road bias tire, but they're actually quite good on the road. They warm up quickly and they're sticky on the tarmac. I personally wouldn't bother changing them out unless you really felt like you had to. So yeah, that standing position is I'm just leaned over quite a lot. I'm like right over the front wheel with my head, which is interesting. I feel like the bars just need to be tilted forward a little bit. It's like vintage, but not vintage. Like this cool MG up here. I love those MG BGTs, especially that one with the chrome bumpers. So sick. Yeah, it is a quick bike, but it's not like the MT-09 I rode the other day felt quite a bit faster than this. I would assume the horsepower figure on this is not high. I don't even know what the tech specs are on this, or like the power figures or anything. I'm just kind of guesstimating, which is how I like to do it. I like going in blind and just riding it and seeing how it feels. And my butt dyno is telling me that this is probably maybe like 80 to 90 horsepower, probably about the same torque, maybe a little bit, actually no, probably more torque, maybe like 100 newton meters of torque. Probably way off. That's my guess. We'll go with that. You guys will already know because I'll put it up on the screen. But anyway, roads are still a bit wet, a bit greasy, so we'll be a little bit careful. Not that I'm not usually careful, but you know. Super easy bike to ride, man. The front brakes are quite bitey actually. Feel good. Yeah, the MT-09 I rode the other day feels way faster than this. Well, maybe not way faster, but like noticeably faster. But speed limit's 100k an hour through here, so let's get some twisty road action on, see how it handles. Like I said, I am going to be taking it a little bit easy because it is still a bit greasy out. It was raining like a couple hours ago. Oh, and there's always gravel all over the road here. I think for these kind of roads, you'd be very comfortable for a long time. And it's kind of like, the riding position is like similar to that of a supermoto. If you've ever ridden a supermoto, but the bars on supermotos just feel a little bit higher. Similar feeling, you know, like you can really throw it around. Bit of a hooligan machine. Not anywhere near as light, obviously, but it has that playful character. Yeah, it's definitely not slow. It's not at all intimidating. Channel's going well, nearly at 1,000 subscribers, which means it'll be monetized. Not that it'll be making hardly any money, but that's not what this is about. See what it's like to get into neutral. Oh, that's fine. Smooth gearbox too, very smooth. No issues with gear changes or anything. Yeah, the engine is quite tappy, especially in low revs, like when you take off. It sounds like, if you know much about cars, like old school cars with like tappets, it sounds like maybe tappets need adjusting or something like that. It's just a bit tappy, a bit tap happy. Very easy to handle at slow speeds. That seating position and the way the bars are just makes it very easy to handle at low speeds. Bit of a soccer game going on. I'll have to find a spot somewhere, see what a U-turn's like. Oh yeah, easy to do a U-turn on as well. Yeah, real easy to find neutral. There you have it, guys. I feel like the chain Oh yeah, the chain's loose as shit. That's probably why it's a little bit choppy and low revs, so that needs to be adjusted, but that's fine. Regular maintenance. You've got those cool daylight running lamps that kind of circle the headlight there. If we put the headlight on, so it has just like a standard halogen bulb in there. I mean, I guess you could change that bulb out for an LED one quite easily. You can get like adapter kits. Got nice upside down adjustable forks on the front. They look like they have a fair amount of travel for the type of bike it is. And good sized Brembo brakes. Dual disc on the front, single Brembo on the rear. Yeah, that big Ducati L twin 1100cc motor. It's a good looking engine, and the exhaust is kind of cool how it like wraps around. Oh, it's got an exhaust valve. You guys probably can't see it. It has an exhaust valve there, so I guess that probably opens up at a certain rev range. I do like the back of this bike. I don't know about the number plate holder, but you know, it's got a cool tail light and the pipes are pretty sweet. I'd be putting some like Termignolis, some exhaust pipes, some slip-ons on it at least. Really nice comfortable seat. Definitely not going to have to change that. I quite like the colour matte on the sides with the gloss black tank. I did notice it has this like born free 1962 stamped into the fuel cap. I don't know what's up with that. What is that referring to? Let me know in the comments, guys. And yeah, simple controls. High beam flasher, that's just like your mode, and you can like go through, so you have range, trip, and then if you hold down the indicators it goes into the mode, so you have active, journey, and city. Yeah, nice single shock there. Looks like it's preload adjustment. That's probably compression. Yeah, it looks like it's fully adjustable. Suspension. Ducati Scrambler. I hope my GoPro's not fogging up. I think it is. It's been a pain lately. Right, I'm going to get back on it and do a little bit more riding and head back to Cycle Spot. Suspension seems pretty decent as well. Like sometimes I forget to talk about suspension when it's just like alright. Like, you know, it's like good suspension that does the job. It doesn't really like stand out, you know, it doesn't jump out at you, but yeah, it feels good. It feels solid, predictable. Well, as we get off the motorway here, my final thoughts, it's, you know, it's not like a super exciting motorcycle, but it's playful. It's very playful. It's very easy to ride. It's comfortable, a little bit more retro looking, and you know, still have plenty of meat, plenty of power down low. Yeah, it's just not like as exciting as you would expect an 1100cc motorcycle to be. Something to like just hoon around and have a bit of fun. Explore around some gravel roads. I think this is a great bike for that, and it's not too expensive, you know. I wouldn't call this a cheap bike, but it's not like crazy. And there's always used ones of these on Trade Me, like second hand or wherever you are, whatever website you use in your part of the world. You can see that running light in the reflection of the car there. Probably looks cool. I just wish I had LED headlight, and a nicer display would be cool, like a, you know, like a TFT display or something. Just nitpicking. And I think you can make these, I've seen some pretty cool Ducati Scramblers on like Instagram and YouTube and stuff, where people have like really customized them quite a lot. So you can really kind of put your own touch on these and make them your own, which is fun. It's always a fun part of being a motorcyclist, just like customizing your own bike. But yeah, it's been fun, guys. But yeah, that was fun. I'll see you guys in the next one.